Okay. Hi, welcome to another episode of the Deeper Bones. I'm Petri. I'm the writer of the game, and I will be your guide today. This is episode, I think, 5 of our The Old Bear House adventure. And joining me today are, and let's start with Annina as usual.
Hi, I'm Annina Kaski. I have a cold, so excuse my very nasal voice. I'm an actor and writer and TTRPG player, and as well as playing with these two lovely folks, I'm also a cast member on Bardic Quest, a D&D 5e actual play. Check that out.
Awesome.
I'm Andreas Johansson. TTRPGs are now on the hobby side, and I might try to continue with the digital tools sides on Roll20 and other things with the Deeper Bones or other Finnish games. That's me.
Nice. So the last we saw our two heroes looting or, well, investigating the old Karru house. Dagmar was just climbing up the stairs from the foyer to the gallery above it. And on the third step, from counting from down, the boards on the step had been loosened so that it produced a loud creaking sound. Mm-hmm. No one seemed to be alerted by it, but if someone was listening, it would be clear that you are now moving upstairs. The gallery upstairs goes around on like the northern side and the western side of the building of the room, and as with the downstairs, there are few paintings on the wall. One is just off the grounds, basically like a general picture of the house and the neighboring house buildings, and the other is a group of locals raising the top log of the roof, like the moment the building was actually turned into a building from just a set of walls. There are 4 doors, 2 to the north and 2 to the west. The easternmost door is slightly open, and there is a corpse halfway in the room, like the legs are sticking out.
And it's definitely a corpse, not like...
At least it's not moving, and it's very, very much laying on the ground. You see boots, you see trousers, you don't see actual flesh.
Yeah, let's pick the closest one, the corpse door. He looks down to the galley and is it a clear view to the bear downstairs?
Yeah, from here you can see the bear. The bear hasn't moved. It is turned towards the stairs now, but it hasn't moved since you got back from the kitchen.
But we don't know when it moved because we were going.
You don't know when it moved. You were away when it was moving.
Mm-hmm.
But here we have a clear side of it, so we don't have to considering it scaring us behind a corner or anything. And so I guess the corpse is essentially keeping the door open, or
the corpse is sticking out from the room, and the door is sort of pressed against it. So yeah.
Dagmar she's got her short spear. Should definitely give the corpse a really quite hard shove with like the blunt end to check if it's an actual body or.
Yeah, you give it
either be unconscious or a trap.
You give
Dagmar, the door. Poke the door.
you give it a good push with the blunt end of your spear, and the corpse moves, and it's first of all it weighs about nothing compared to what you were thinking. And second of all, the reason it's very light is that it ends from the waist up. So when you push it with your spear, there is nothing.
So it's just legs.
Just the legs and like the basically the pants, and then there is a mess.
Oh, that's a grisly sight.
Yeah.
I wonder if you walked into a trap or something.
Well, something happened. It's been chopped in half.
Like what kind of mess does it look like?
It looks odd. It looks like something cut him or her. Hard to say. Like perfectly clean cut from the waist up.
That's disconcerting, but not especially odd in this house. But yes, I agree.
Is it a clean cut, like guillotine clean cut, or hacked, or?
It's a guillotine clean cut, and like whatever has done this is very sharp. Like it's like one slash and.
That is interesting because unless there is a guillotine, what did that?
Skite. I mean, they probably have a farms or farmers' tools here. Like the things here, they've improvised. The bear head trap was like not something I would have seen coming.
Okay, Dagmar would slowly open the door with the spear.
Yep. The door opens nicely and you enter what looks like a parlor, like a very, very beautiful showroom for the evening of this like very well-off farmhouse people. There is, again, I'll start with the things that you would not pay attention to the like first, because the interesting parts come later. There is like comfortable sofas, a harp there. On the other side of the room, there is you see on the like northwestern side you see the shield that you came here to look for. It is about 1 meter tall kite shield with a bear symbol on it and some old like family motto and like it's looking what you came here to look for. What is leaning against the shield is a woman wearing like very beautiful robes, and she is like, her back is leaning against the crest, and in her left hand is what can only be described as a magic wand, like pointing it forward. In front of her, there is a man wearing like these inquisitorial clothes and armor, wielding a sword, and the man has struck the sword through the woman, basically like stabbing through her with a sword. There is some blood splatter still in the air, as nothing is moving here. The disconcerting bit is the big hole in the ceiling and the small hole in the floor, and you roughly like can figure there is this round shape going here, like there has been a completely spherical space here that does not exist anymore. It has made half of the person in the doorway disappear, half of the sofa there completely vanish, and a good chunk of the Inquisitor's back.
And they're both suspended in time. They're not moving.
Yes.
They're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wait, suspended in time, or you did say the woman was leaning?
Yeah, the woman was leaning against the shield, but like being pushed by the sword strike to like towards the shield. So from like
right,
she has
been
been
to the wall.
She has been stabbed with a sword, and that motion has pushed her to the shield. But then time has stopped because there is blood splatter in the air, droplets of blood floating in mid-air.
Oh, okay.
From what they're wearing, does it look like modern to our time? No. Okay.
No.
So
these are like these are antique. The Inquisitor's armor, like, I don't think either of you are the museum going type or history buffs, but it would be like this is sort of things that you see in old books, not in modern day. And the woman is wearing what can only be described as a wizard's robe, which is clearly not a modern garment to wear.
Okay. What's making the time stop?
I have an inkling that the wizard might have pulled out some all or nothing spell or something, and that nothingness there was the
nothing
center point of everything. And like I don't understand this in any way. I've never seen or heard anything like it, but it feels like that's where the thing happened, and it's like, oh yeah, yes, that's radiated out from why it's slowed down here, and like the room in the corner of the house was actually time moved, but
Is there anything in the room, like small, like an ashtray or a coaster? Any knick-knack?
There are a couple of small pillows that are the easiest to take and throw. There is an ashtray. Actually, there is no ashtray. The smoking room is below. But like
a pillow
there's
will
a
do.
fan. Yeah.
A pillow will do. Dagmar's going to take the pillow and throw it into the center of nothingness. Because curious.
It just goes through and lands on the other side.
Oh.
But the blood splatter is still suspended in the air.
Yeah, the like nothingness is more or less in the middle of the room. It's just like there has been stuff here, but there is no longer stuff here, including the Inquisitor's back. And in the corner, there is the wizard and the Inquisitor.
The wizard, I mean, she's extremely suspended in time, or like, I mean, eyes closed or open.
Open.
Right. Yeah. So it's
But nothingness is not. So the pillar went through it and appeared
just
on
like landed on the other side.
the.
hypothesis number 2. The time stop and the annihilation sphere are 2 separate effects. Wizards are known to know more than one spell, so I guess that's even more going all out with first blowing the guy up, and then when the sword comes in, you just suspend yourself, time stop to buy some time or something, and then I guess that went a bit awry.
Or she did one spell and something else did the other.
Yeah, that's possible as well. But yeah,
just as since it's been a couple of weeks since we last played, reminder for Yorick that you can always detect magic.
Oh yes, that's
just getting a bit clearer image.
Get idea which kind of auras there are. So
that's an insight roll, fortune roll. So D20 plus
1d20 plus 4.
Yeah,
and that's a total of 7. Oof, that was
at this range. It is easy to spot 2 things. One is the magic wand. It's clearly magical. It is of the magic types, it's void magic, basically unmagic in its general feeling. The second is that you
repeat it. You said the wand is unmagic.
Yeah, like negative magic or like inverse magic. So undoing. And then you finally get an idea where the earth effect that is holding everything is coming from. It is coming from basically second floor, northwestern corner of the house. So not here. But it is very much linked to the wizard, but it's not coming from here.
Let me revise my previous ideas. I have a feeling it's the stillness comes from further away, but it's not from the wand or the unmaking right there.
Can you tell where the stillness is coming from?
Yeah, it's from the rooms further back, but
okay. Do we need to take that shield off the wall?
Yeah, I guess we could.
That's what you came here for. That's like the item.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how disconcerting the stillness is in there.
The last time you poked something that had been affected by the stillness, which is the bear below, you saw it move.
Yes.
Right.
If she's leaning against the shield.
Yeah.
Do we risk slipping out from behind her? Because then we could be in the middle of their fight.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Speaking of their fight, it looks like neither of them is in a condition that is livable. The Inquisitor has lost a good chunk of his back, and the woman has been pierced through with a sword, so neither of them will probably be in fighting condition.
I would still wager the wizard could do some weird death struggle kind of reactionary thing. So there is essentially that. And
could you cover me if I pull the shield out? Can we take a wand of that?
Yeah, like taking the one would be the thing. But here is also the thing. She is probably, most likely, ancestor to Jan Karhu. So...
Yeah, she looks like the woman in the painting that you stole from downstairs that looked like Ian.
The one with
the earthen features.
Yeah, the one who looks like... Okay. Oh, damn, right.
So it's more than likely that she is an ancestor.
So that looks like it's not something survivable, but if we actually go there and poke it, we will pull her back in time and let her expire.
Yeah, well, you have been in situations where first aid has saved you from certain deaths, so it is always possible to get her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but the situation is that I forgot myself. I'm thinking too much and not doing enough. Ancestors of Karhu, if you are conscious, if you are hearing us through the stillness of time, we are here on behalf of your descendants to reclaim the shield, but also the house here. If possible, we will attempt first aid at you. So, in case you hear us, please don't make a last struggle or something. We don't want to get caught in a crossfire of... Okay, was that too long of a speech? Yeah, sorry.
A little bit too.
But that's basically the gist. Well, considering that situation isn't moving like right now, and will probably suspend be in there at least a couple of minutes, I think we want to like maybe give a quick look at what's doing the stillness.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, wait, actually, the thing you said about just taking her wand and just trying to...
Yeah. You take a wand,
It's better because...
Okay. You take a wand.
And we have to do it at the same time. Yeah. Like the blood spatter and the Inquisitor that's like have the shield, the sword through her. Like, how much is the Inquisitor? Can we get around the Inquisitor?
Yeah, you can
on both sides without touching, because I have a feeling if we touch either of them, the whole thing will start to
it's quite
move.
Easy to like go around the situation, and since you have all the time in the world, it's not like you're in such a hurry to like you have to move now, so you can take your time and make sure you don't touch anything. So if I understood correctly, Yorick is moving to the one side of the wizard, while Dagmar is moving to basically her right-hand side to pull the shield from behind her.
Yes, so literally like...
yank it.
Actually, I think I'll. He takes his backpack and takes out. He has like the herbal satchel and those kind of things.
Yep.
Wasn't something of those? Oops. Something that could be like the essentially the first aid.
Yeah,
The best of my first aid materials in that sense, like trying to have it ready.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The second you touch the shield and touch the wand, several things happen. First of all, Yorick, you've been observing the magical nature of this place for quite a while. The spell breaks. There is no longer a stone effect here. Second, you pull the wand out of her hand. You pull the shield from behind her. The blood splatters as it should. The Inquisitor pushes the blade in a bit deeper and collapses from his back wound, and the woman falls down on her knees from the stab wound. The second thing that you hear after this attack is loud talking from behind the western wall. Is either of you very religious? I don't remember if I've asked this before, but
not particularly.
Yeah, no, bandit person, so no.
Yeah, you just recognize this as being basically holy speech, the stuff that you would hear in high mass. Three voices, like a bit panicked but very angry, and it's coming from behind the western wall. So basically, Dagmar, you hear it very well because you're standing right next to that wall. And yeah, that's what's going on just now. We have moved into a sort of situation where every second counts. So, one thing more. When you pull the shield out from the wall, there is a small lockbox behind it, embedded in the wall. So basically a safe. Yorick, what do you do?
As I, in one hand, I pulled out the wand from the wizard's hand, and in the other hand, I had some of the herb satchel or bandage or whatever thing. I pushed that against the wound or against where the thing is, and when I do it, does she tend to react to it? And
yeah, she is sort of on the brink of life and death, so just tries to make out words and yeah. You start administering first aid, basically.
Yeah.
Dagmar, what do you do? As I said, every second counts here.
Obviously, keeping tight hold of the shield. But if the two people aren't threats, she's gonna try this safe.
Okay. I think that it's not a locked safe. It's just like a hidden strongbox type of a deal. So you can open it quite easily. It just takes time with shield in one hand. Yorick, I'd like to get straight D20 roll, and you want to roll low, but not too low.
Well, let's see how it... 18.
18, that's bad. as usual, this is a healing roll where you're basically trying to get below the recipient's stamina, the same that Dagmar did to you.
Yeah.
The wound is just too it has hit some major organs. It's going to be lethal.
Yeah, like the sword went in even further after time stopped. So it was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's unlike you know that she's not gonna make it. You can delay her death a bit, but actually, she probably realizes this, and with a very old dialect of the Black Shield Canton's language, goes to you. Is Moss okay? Is Moss okay?
I'm not sure, but I'm here on behalf of your descendants to reclaim.
Make sure Moss doesn't get hurt. She's more important than me.
I'll try my best.
Yeah. While you're doing this, there is a book. There is pouch with some money and some documents beneath these, and a map.
So that's what's in the safe.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the book? What does it say on the book? On the cover?
You quickly leaf through it, and it looks like one of those funny books that Yorick has with spells in it.
Okay. I'll take everything we have, but I'll probably keep the map on top. Is it a map of the house?
It's not a map of the house. It's a map that has the river that you came through. It has the house, and it has few landmarks to the north, and then what looks like to be some sort of a temple on it, and there's description that I would like you to roll a knowledge check for, since you're an expert. You can actually read this or at least get the idea of it.
Yeah.
So the bigger the better. You can't fail in this.
Okay, so knowledge.
Yeah.
I rolled with advantage, correct?
Oh no. You just get a D4 plus to it.
D4 plus. I've got understand the world. You can try and decipher any text you come across.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay, yeah. That one, yeah. Cool. Okay, here we go. So it's a 15 and a 4.
So 19. Even if you don't understand each and every word, it's quite clear that here's instructions how to avoid a couple of traps there. So there's some diagrams and this is a good map to some temple up in northern area of this neighborhood. Or this
Does it have traps of the house in it? Or just
no, just the temple.
Just the temple, okay.
Yeah, there are a couple of traps on the way there, and one at the entrance.
Got you. You said there were documents as well. What documents?
Yeah. You don't have to roll for those since you rolled so well. They look like they are some debt documents. People have owed Dagmar Skarru a lot of money. Back in the day, they are probably worthless, but then again, Aeon might be interested in them.
I'll take everything.
Yeah. You hear, as you've done this, so the voices behind the wall stop, and you start hearing movement.
Oh God.
They are moving like further away from the gallery and the foyer, so basically moving further in-house. And that would be the direction where the static magic was coming from.
Okay. But are they coming towards us?
No,
Or-
they're moving like there is a solid wall between you and them, but you can hear them through the wall. The reason that every second counts is that you hear a loud creak, like something weighing half a ton placed their stony foot on the stair that makes the creaking sound.
Eek. It's the bear. It's the bear downstairs. I bet you.
Oh man.
Do we
So
run?
it was the creaky sound of the
stair,
set.
but like a few
Something
times
great.
more weight on it than Dagmar did.
the room. Does it have windows or?
Yeah, it has
Anything.
windows and it has a huge hole in the ceiling and in the floor as well. So the woman,
Is
the
the
wizard,
shield-
is repeating the like help Moss. She's more important than I am. What do you do?
I think we go after the things. If we help whoever is Moss, we will also get away from
Yeah.
the bear.
So do we run downstairs? Do we
No.
run to the other room? We have to run to the other room. We can't go downstairs.
Other
Yeah.
room.
We're gonna go to the next room.
Yeah, you go back to the gallery. So it's
What? Oh, we go. Oh, right. This was a single room, and there wasn't that.
Yeah.
this was a single room without another exit.
Okay, right. So it was either way to go to the gallery to see. So now we see where's the bear.
The
Yeah,
bear is currently getting up the stairs. It is moving quite slowly. If you make a run for it, you can probably get past it.
Yep, run for it.
So you run. I'm going to make a check for the bear. Yeah. No worries. You get to the door on the like northwestern corner that leads north, and I assume open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of you is going in first?
Who was quick on our feet? Like I think we didn't like intentionally either one of us being faster. So whoever was
Yeah.
faster was faster.
Yeah, I think Yorick was the like closer to the door, but then again, I would say that Dagmar is faster. Like,
Yeah.
So it's really up to you. I don't mind either way.
Shield bash
Well,
through the door.
Let's
Or
say
maybe not.
let's say Yorick, just because I've got like my hands full.
Yeah, you had the shield. Yeah.
You have shield and the items. Mark those down in your inventory, just that they're there. It's a long corridor, and there's 2 doors on the left, and there is a door at the very end to the right. There's 3 inquisitors at the door to the left, the back left. So, and one of them just goes in, and two of them are staying in the hallway. And as you enter, they turn to look at you and say something in high tongue, basically like you don't understand, but it sounds like they're speaking Latin. Holy speech.
Are they hostile?
They look surprised at first,
Burning
and
hands.
yeah, before they get to look hostile, you take a few steps forward just to get in range and cast Burning Hands.
Yeah, I had the wand in my hand still. Would I intuitively use it as a spell conduit, or would I just do it as I usually do?
Basically, you don't know the mechanics of wands, but
Okay, so
from what you understand, they are items that require some word of power to use. And since it's been a few weeks, I remind you that you have found a wand case with an engraving of a word on it, the word talvivuo. So you basically know what could be the incantation word.
Right. So it was a wand case and not... Okay, right. Well, that's good to know in retrospection, but in the heat of the moment, burning hands, it was right from the...
Yeah. So let's start with that and then move to initiative if necessary. So you're getting the two who are in the hallway. The one who got in the room is behind cover, so you won't be targeting him, but two is nice. So give me a roll and tell me how it goes.
So that's... is it the insight or knowledge or power, or what was it?
Yeah, let's get the... Where is my player's book? There's my player's book and magic user. Somewhere.
Magic roll.
Yep, magic. Spellcasting, Supreme Power. So
the latest book says that this is the unmodified D20 roll.
Yeah, it's an unmodified. It's an unmodified D20 roll, but you get to burn stuff to make it better. So, like, you start with a basic D20 roll, and then we see what happens.
Right, because so I did just a straight D20 roll when I did the protective circle. I just rolled very well on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't any D4 involved in it. Okay, right.
No. You can, after casting it, you can do basically burn your well-being to boost it. But
right.
you can do it afterwards. But let's start with the D20 roll.
Let's see. 8.
8 is elemental burst, spirals out of control, hitting an intended target. Failure is 8. 8. Yeah. So this is one of those moments where you would want to spend...
I'd burn.
Yeah.
I'd spend,
So what is supreme power, I think. Yeah. You can roll a boost die that is a D4 for you. And you can add that result to your roll. And after you've done the result, you subtract that from one of your physical ability scores. You can choose which one.
I can choose. Okay.
Yeah.
And was power the last?
The power is
was the mental one?
Yeah, these are physical attributes. Power is used when you fail spells. You can keep them afterwards, but now there is no reason why you would want to do anything but use your supreme power. So D4, and add that to the result.
1.
that's enough because 9 is effect that it spirals out of control, but it causes harm. So, hitting the intended target and another target of the original target's choosing within close range, the caster can't become the second target. This means that you will become the second target. Targets must succeed in a reflex saving throw or suffer a damage roll of d4. So you have to roll a reflex saving throw and get 9 or higher, since this is a spell effect.
Or they will. Yeah.
You both need to do that since you're the other target for it. They fail, so they'll be taking damage. You have to make a reflex saving throw.
Well, that was okay. So before I did this, I decided on reducing my reflex from 12 to 11.
It happens after. It happens after this. So
okay. So then I had still d20 plus d4 on my reflex. That's a 13.
Yeah, you succeed, so you don't take the damage. I'll roll a damage roll. You can actually roll the damage rolls. Roll a d4 for me. I'll roll a hit grit die for them.
4. Finally something. Yep. Finally good news.
3 on the grid die, so they... Which element did you choose for your elemental burst, by the way?
I defaulted to, because it was named Burning Hands there, I thought about fire, but because my elements were void and void, then that would be some kind of my most familiar element.
Yeah, so
I don't know how
but void isn't available for elemental bursts. So probably fire is fine.
Fire then, yeah.
Yeah, the Dagmar, you see this arcane fire enveloping the whole end of the hallway, and once the bright flash is over, Yorik's clothes are a bit sooty, and one of the inquisitors is down on the ground, very much crisp.
Good
from
shot.
the blast. Let's move to combat, and let's actually take a quick look. We should actually take a small break here and continue in a moment and finish up the battle on the other side. So see you in a moment.